Hey, good morning guys. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about planting a Oklahoma redbud tree. And the reason why I wanted to plant this tree is because my mom just passed away, and I know she used to watch this she used to watch my videos a lot. And this video really means a lot to me. So I'm planting the tree in remembrance of my mom, and I figure every time I come out of my house and I go down to my pond, then I'm gonna pass this beautiful tree and I'm gonna be able to think about her every time I see it. So the Oklahoma redbud produces these really pretty, in the springtime, these really pretty red buds. It just goes all throughout the tree. I'll put a picture right here so you can check it out. And, or maybe I put a picture over here, I think it is. Yeah, I'll put a picture over here so you can check it out. So anyways, hopefully I got that. I don't know if I got it the right way or not, but it doesn't matter. So anyways, right behind me, I've got a jacaranda tree, which is really good for California. This is a great addition to anybody's landscape. This one's a dwarf. I didn't want to get the one that goes 50 feet tall. My idea was kind of make like a bonsai tree out of it. So, but you know, right now it's about, I'd say probably 15 feet right now. I think they max out about 15 to 20 feet at the most. The other jacarandas, they get about 50 feet, and we don't want something like that. So the Chinese pistachio tree, which I really like that a lot. And the reason why I planted these trees is because during the winter time, they turn like a really yellowish red color. So, and I think the Oklahoma redbud's going to do the same thing with its leaves. So I get to see a nice, especially in California when you're in zone 9, you just don't see any seasonal change here hardly. I mean, you see it, but it's not like, it's not like East Coast where you get snow and all kinds of stuff. It gets cold here. I think probably maybe down in the, I've seen it, low, maybe 30, 35 average during the winter time, but it doesn't stay very long. So we don't get very much rain, nothing like that. So we're more in a desert climate here in Riverside, California. So, but anyways, let me show you this tree I'm planting so you can check it out and see what you think about it. All right. Okay, here is the Oklahoma redbud tree. It's a really nice tree. It's about probably, I don't know, it's about 6 feet tall, somewhere around there. And they've got these really pretty leaves. They almost look like heart-shaped to me anyways, which is fitting for my mom, right? She used to watch my channel all the time. So she lived in Oregon for a long time. So when she moved from California, she used to, watch my channel all the time. You can see like it's got these really pretty red foliage on here, on the leaves here. And during the winter or springtime, they're going to be producing these really pretty red buds on them, which I'll show you, or I may have already shown you already. But anyways, I've dug the hole. I think this is a good spot, so I've got a pretty good sized hole. And I think that where I'm going to put it is kind of in this area where I really got nothing there, see? So I think I'm cutting out that philodendron right there, so it kind of died on me. So the only thing I'm concerned about is I've got this acidic, pine tree. I'm not sure. I think the redbud should be okay with it. From what I'm hearing, the redbud will do well in semi-shade to full sun. It actually needs a well-drained soil, I believe. This is pretty good drained soil here. And what I'm hoping is I'm trying to revive my tree here. This looks pretty bad, doesn't it? My Japanese maple here. This one actually is starting to get burnt because of the sun. I honestly don't think I've been giving it enough water, so I recently increased the water level. So we'll see if that actually brings it back. So, but I'm hoping that this tree, this Oklahoma redbud, will actually get big enough. I think it gets anywhere from, I think I read anywhere from 15 to 25 feet tall. I'm hoping that it'll shade this nice maple tree. So we'll see what happens, but I'm not sure if the Oklahoma redbud is a fast growing tree. That would be great if it was. And so that's what I'm doing today, is I'm planting a tree for my mom. It's something I can remember her by when I come walk by the pond every single day. So hopefully you enjoy. And I'll show you how I plant it. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dig a hole. I like to dig it at least twice as big as the actual, twice as big as the actual tree here in the pot. So that way it has enough, you know, not here. That way it has enough room to, you know, spread its roots around, right? That's what we want. So I'm not going to bury the, you know, some people ask, do you bury the tree where it's really like low? Some people put the base of their root like really low and they kind of bury it and backfill it. You're not supposed to do that. Actually, if you look at the bottom of the tree, you'll see an area where they've kind of I forgot what they call it. They stitched it together, or they, you know, they graft it together. There you go. They graft it together, and you don't want to bury that graft. And let me show you what the graft looks like so you can kind of see what it looks like on camera here. Okay, you can see the graft, and you see right here where it's got this difference in bark color here. See that? That's the graft right there. And you don't want to cover your soil all the way up to here because that'll actually rot this graft out. So just basically plant it right even with the base right here. You don't want to go any further than that. Don't start covering up with dirt all the way up and stuff like that. Just basically cover it right exactly even, just like you have it here, okay? All right, so once we actually get the hole dug, we're gonna maybe put a little bit of water in there, spray some water in there to kind of like wet the area. Then we're gonna place our tree right in the hole, and then we're gonna backfill it even like I just showed you with the base of the tree right there. All right. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm gonna take the tree and I'm gonna pull it out and just set it right in the hole. That simple. All right, so now I got it down a little too far, so I'm simply just gonna pull the tree out. I'm gonna backfill it, and I'm gonna make it level with the ground here, because I see that if I put dirt in right now, it's actually gonna bury the graft and everything I was telling you not to do, right? So let's do that real quick. Gonna gently pull this up. That's okay, so that's about right. Okay, so now what I want to do now is I want to position the tree so it looks, with all the leaves and stuff, how I want it. So let me do that real fast. All right, guys, that's how you plant the Oklahoma Redbud. You can see I put a little well down there, so that way I can put some water, and I got my drip lines down there. So isn't she pretty? I can't wait till the spring to see all the beautiful buds that are on the tree. You can see how the light just kind of glistens through the leaves there. And I think it's going to be a great addition to my property, so that's good. All right. Okay, so there you have it. I planted the Oklahoma Redbud for my mom, and I appreciate everybody watching. If you like my channel and you like the videos I post with the pond and the garden, please subscribe to my channel, and I would really appreciate it. If I can get rid of these bugs, I'd really appreciate it. And I just want to say one thing. I appreciate everybody watching, subscribing, and I don't post anything but real videos. I don't do any AI, nothing like that. So it's just me. And I planted the tree basically because I want to remember my mom, and she did watch the channel. And I just want one thing to say to my mom is I love you, and thank you for being who you are, okay? Love you.